Spoiler alert, it's not much. Hey guys, it's been a year and a half since I've uploaded a video to this channel, but I figured I'd give an update on how things have been with me in case there's anyone around who still cares. Back in June 2018, I dropped a pretty substantial project with a Let's Talk Roblox video about Jailbreak, and it's quite a surprise the prediction I made was totally right, but I appreciated how so many people thought it was pretty well informed and decent quality. Though it might have been a sign of good things to come, I ended up having my longest hiatus yet after it, which I would now like to end. In that time, as quiet as I was, I've still been grateful for all the positive comments and kind words that trickled in from people who used to watch my videos in the past, especially on the Roblox Talk Forum Simulator forever. Safe to say it's left a lasting impact on some of you as much as it did for me. I've had the thoughts of just kind of silently pulling the plug on everything on this channel because some of my really older works just don't seem that representative of who I am anymore. I'm not an early high schooler who enjoys the same brand of trolling anymore, and I can't imagine the same audience that discovered me back then will disagree now that they're older too. Some of the stuff that I produced and covered feels a little insensitive or inappropriate to the other people that were encapsulated and immortalized in these things, but while I sometimes get tempted to disappear into the sands of time, I also guess I don't really think the past 5, 6, 7 years have been a total waste. And essentially, it's those of you who said they have good memories of past videos, I'm pretty inclined to agree with you still. But it's hard to evolve your content and portray yourself as a new individual when you hardly upload, obviously. I'll get back to some of the difficulties that I'm facing with new video productions in a little bit, because I definitely don't want this to be all doom and gloom. So in May, I graduated from a 4-year college. Chaotic but really fulfilling years of my life if I can sum it up. All I can say is if you're not in higher academics yet, is to look forward to it for all the memories you'll make. I got accustomed to living in my own apartment with a couple roommates. I hosted a radio show for my campus for 3 years and volunteered at a separate station for a semester. I got a degree in writing with a minor in advertising, and I'm starting a career based on those skills in the new year. So evidently, if it sounded like I had a lot of free time to kickstart this channel again, I'm sorry to say that I'm pretty sure that's all going to dry up when I begin my 9 to 5. But I also recently bought a new desktop that could handle better quality in games, because for so long I was relying on a standard quality laptop to both produce videos and do all my college work. And when you can't even run Overwatch above 30 frames per second on the lowest possible settings when it released, it's time for an upgrade. This footage you're seeing of Team Fortress 2 is the result of a couple test recordings that I made, so I thought maybe this new rig is powerful enough to help me do things in much higher quality. New animations, smoother recordings. But here's the crossroads that I'm at. Roblox wasn't at the forefront of my mind throughout college, and the removal of the old forums in December 2017 killed most of my interests and lost all of my awareness of what was going on in the community. I can't name you 5 of the most popular Roblox YouTubers off the top of my head right now. I just had no pulse, no engagement. I made the jailbreak video in the summer of 2018, basing it off of everything I gathered being a Roblox user since 2009, knowing that every fad dies eventually. But there's a reason that was uploaded during a summer. I didn't need my roommates or whoever to know that a 20, 21, 22-year-old was still screwing around on the platform mostly played by adolescents. I outgrew it all, and maybe that's for the best. The forum removal, which I still think is one of the worst decisions the site has ever made, it just wiped out so much history. It also took away all the experience that I had to show on Roblox, and the games just fell beneath me. I think the most unfortunate thing is that, and while I won't say I completely wasted my time being so dedicated to the forums, all I learned about writing, communicating, debating, so on and so forth, I still came away without many friends. Next to nobody. I didn't play many games to begin with, so I never had somebody to constantly hop into a server with me. The Roblox Talk community that had stuck around as they aged, though I tried to keep in touch with them because they knew me well enough, I think I had a Discord account for a day and visited their new refuge and felt kind of distant to how some of them were now edgy meme lords, shady dealers of some kind, I think a few doxers. Nobody was in the right crowd for me anymore. I never got to know or stay in touch with many fellow YouTubers either. I just like to keep to myself kind of like a hermit, and it was fine to just stop being Keel Tall or Everything is Macabre for a while. So maybe it's time to move on. Though I can tell you that I still have a lot of ideas not involving recent things going on with Roblox development or community gossip. I'm talking animations, machinimas, timeless sort of things that aren't really that popular with everybody, but you know, popularity has never been the thing for me from the beginning. If I cared about making the YouTube algorithm happy, I would have uploaded way more often, and I still haven't made a single cent for my videos. Nothing I've ever made has been monetized. You'll see ads because I use copyrighted content, but I've done all this basically for fun, and I will keep doing that because that's how I treat all my hobbies. They're not a job. So I see the creative worth of doing something like I've done again with this new computer and this time I've got with my education finished. But again, life as a working adult has pretty much begun. That is basically the crossroads that I'm at. What I can promise you can never expect is a typical YouTuber personality out of me. A lot of content creators these days like to build a community out of their fan base, but in my case, first things first, I can't constantly attend to that. I don't feel like moderating a Discord channel or thinking up a streaming schedule or planning out a line of gameplay videos. It's one thing with time, and another thing with like the charisma, the personality. I don't think I can be entertaining on the spot all the time, and I like being out of the spotlight. If you've ever heard of parasocial relationships, where it's like one celebrity just doing their thing, completely unaware of all their fans' existences, and there's other masses of people trying to wrestle for that one person's attention with donations or praise or constant attention, I'd find that really unfulfilling and frankly very tiring. So maybe I just shouldn't be a content creator at all. But I still think for my own good I should be doing something. To finish up, I'll keep trying to produce videos for those of you who have been so patient, but it's going to go at a crawl. If there ever comes a point where I decide to just flat out hang it up for good, I will let you know before that happens. But I appreciate everyone who's been staying tuned and not giving up hope, and I'll do my best to deliver. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you again soon.